Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you guys done?
Yeah.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Pretty good. It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a while.
All these weapons, all these people, all these vests, a device to break down people's doors. The only weapon that we have, and it's not a weapon, it's a defense, is a camera, like the gentleman here's got. He's got a camera out. In some cases, it can provide a record to help protect you against perjury, malicious prosecution, and all sorts of other awful things that we as Americans are subjected to every day of the week. The guy on the porch right there tried to stick his finger in my the other day, apparently for crossing the street. The reality is it was because I was recording him. Or maybe he's some kind of sick pervert, I can't say for sure. Do you think the department has an issue with that?
Really, sir?
What are you talking about?
I just watched him scratch the car right here.
I didn't see that.
You were facing that way. Sir, I saw you do this right here.
You didn't see me do anything.
I was watching you.
If you're on the other side of the car, how could you see what happened on this side?
Oh, you
You
have
were
it.
facing that way.
I'm saying if you were on the other side of the car, how can you see what he did?
I've been
I walked back this
watching.
way. You didn't see me.
Oh,
You're standing back here.
I thought I'd been watching you for a while.
I've been here and I haven't done
Now, both of you
shit.
guys were facing that way.
You're saying he did this?
I just watched him do that.
With what?
I just saw you do it.
With what?
He doesn't even have anything in his hand.
I don't even have anything in my pocket. What's the matter with you? Jesus Christ. You be talking a lot of shit here now, boy.
I don't believe you.
You need to get your ass over here to do your job. Don't start coming. Don't come over here telling me I did shit.
Look, it just so happens that you fabricated some bullshit charge against me recently.
You're going to try to get me on something I didn't do. I've been filming you guys and that's all.
You saw him do it? Yeah. All right, well.
Tell me do what? How did I do it?
So, Daddy, how
Hey, how are
you
you?
doing?
I don't know if I look at these allegations are made by Officer Lee. He wrote me a bullshit ticket just the other day, so I don't know if I believe him.
All right, well, do me a favor, Daddy. It's a little close down, so.
Okay, well, I didn't approach you. You approached me. I'll step back. No
I understand,
problem.
but now we're here.
Okay, I understand. No
And you know,
problem.
I've always been, good with you. You know that. You and I always been good. So
Okay, okay. I don't got no problem giving you
just
space.
go
No
on your
problem.
bike and let's do what we gotta do here. But now,
Okay, do exactly. Do what you got to do.
What did I do? Well, they're accusing me of doing shit. That's bullshit, man. Fuck.
I don't believe it.
I know I didn't do it.
I mean, I hate to call him a liar, but I don't know if I believe what he's saying.
I call him a fucking liar. I'm calling him a liar. I am calling him a liar.
put your phone down for a second.
What's that?
Put your phone down.
Do you want me to hang on to it for you?
Just put your phone.
What you guys are talking about? I didn't do it.
I don't believe that shit for 1 minute. I've been standing here the whole time.
Man, I mean, Jesus Christ.
The guy was recording you, not damaging your car.
I don't believe this, man.
There's no way that round rock made that scratch.
Daniel, over there, please.
I mean, look, why don't you guys just focus on this raid that you served with no warrant? If nothing else, the guy was recording the whole time.
I do not touch your car, okay? Look, come on in.
Continue to walk away. Come over here. Continue to walk away.
Am I under arrest?
You're being detained. You're being detained.
How could you have watched him? You're on the opposite side of the car.
How's it going? How's it going? How's it going?
Hey, hold on. What am I being a pussy for? Come on, man. I mean, I didn't do shit. It's cold. You got a family and you're fucking leaking out. That's not right. Come on, man. I watched you.
You're on the opposite car. Lee, you're on the opposite side of the car.
I went that way when I saw it, when I walked.
I don't care. It doesn't matter where I was. You were on the opposite side of the car, according to you, Lee. In other words, you're fucking lying. Unless you got x-ray vision, you couldn't have possibly seen what happened on this side of the car. You'd have had to have been standing between the car and that wall, but you weren't. So you're lying.
We're gonna cite you out. We're gonna give you a ticket for this.
Is it because he was criticizing you guys all morning this morning? Is that what the problem is? Maybe you shouldn't park the fucking car on the sidewalk so people could walk by. Did you ever think of that? Maybe you shouldn't park on the fucking sidewalk. Why don't you move your fucking car off the sidewalk?
Hey, he's searching me. Didn't even tell me he's searching me. Now he did. Remember, hey, got that rock, put my hand on it, okay? So now he's got my finger on it.
It's okay, just relax. Fuck. Look, they could have just as easily said that I damaged their car and I would be the one going to jail.
Do you have your ID in here at all?
If he doesn't have keys or anything in his pocket, he couldn't have done it. He didn't. They start picking up rocks off the ground to try to act like he
Yeah.
The way he walked across the street, or he walked straight to the scratch, he already knew where it was. He already knew where the scratch was. He was unhappy with this guy criticizing him.
Get my wallet without no search warrant, okay?
And this is what they do to people who record them, who observe them, who try to hold them accountable.
You want to be on call?
It's impossible what the police are alleging. I don't think it happened. I was standing right here.
Yeah, I touched it.
You see, so they had his cuffs on too tight at first, which is also, that's punitive. It's to teach him never to disagree or hold the police accountable. I've been sitting on my video with Officer Lee here for I don't know how many months. Seems like 6. But now I have a reason to publish it. It's not important what he did to me unless you look at it from an evidentiary standpoint, or it shows what he does to people that record him. How likely is it? We've been standing here talking about the police. I've walked back and forth behind that car as well. How likely is it that guy picked up something off the ground to scratch his vehicle and did it in front of the police, knowing that they were watching him? And had I wouldn't have, even if I had seen that, I would have said, hey man, I would have prevented it. I'm standing right here. Of course, I didn't.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Get this guy's number, name on the badge, the guy that...
I already know who it is, Officer Lee. I know him. He detained me for recording him one time in the past, not that long ago. See what I mean about parking on the sidewalk? We got people in wheelchairs that are trying to get around here. And you, of all people, Officer Lee, you try to give me a hard time for crossing the street legally while you're parked on the sidewalk blocking wheelchairs? What? I have free speech, and I'm standing by my bike where you told me to.
And I'm asking you because you're a little close, buddy.
I'm not a little close. Fuck off. I'll move because I want to, but fuck off. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Fuck off. Get out of my face. I don't need to hear from you. I don't even know who the fuck you are. You got something over your face. I don't know who you are.
You know.
I don't know who you are, but I already backed up where you told me to, and you're approaching me again. No, I'm gonna go on my way. I don't need your fucking instructions about where to stand. If anything, why don't you move your fucking car off the sidewalk? Move your fucking shit. before you start barking out orders to other people. So they were going to cite him out. They brought him back out of the vehicle, as you see here. But when he signed the ticket, he signed under duress. Officer Lee ripped the pen out of his hand, threw it on the ground, and charged him with resisting arrest. For those of you that don't know, PC 594A2, that's a felony. They're charging him with felony vandalism, alleging that he scratched their car. What's more telling than that is they're also charging him with PC 148. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that that is one of the most abused cover charges by criminal cops arresting innocent people. The guy's saying he's not resisting, he's not resisting. They took the cuffs off to let him sign the citation, and now they're going back to an arrest. Felony vandalism, then great, then you would charge him with that. Why are they piling on additional charges? Why are they keeping his phone? Why did Officer Lee put the handcuffs on so tight that they cut into his wrist? Obviously, Officer Lee has some issues. The city of Inglewood is not going to do a damn thing about it.